Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast, and this is my reaction to the 3-1 victory over Motherwell in the Premiership today. It wasn't pretty, it was tough watching, but we got there in the end. Just a frustrating game more than anything for spending so long in possession, so long being the dominant team, and so long been trailing by a goal as well. It was one of these games you thought was never going to turn out for us. We're never going to score. Thankfully we made a few changes and it all worked out well in the end. Good character in the end from the team. I think that's one of the things what we all wanted from the game today, to come back, show some spirit, show some character after obviously the disappointing loss against St Mirren in the cup there. As much as we were fully on top for all of the game, it was really, really tough to watch because we were just doing the same thing. It was a real struggle to break Motherwell down. Ultimately, Motherwell never came to win the game at all. Their clear gameplay was just to try and sneak a goal and play extreme defensively, which, to their credit, they done for 70 minutes. They got the quick goal in the 6th minute. What is it with the 6th minute and either us scoring or losing a goal? As I said, largely frustrating. Really, the whole 90 minutes, I've written this up for the first half, but really the whole 90 minutes, it was all us. Motherwell were playing with 2 banks of 5. Sometimes it was a 6-5, all 11 behind the ball. There was no attempt for them to get players up the park, other than when they were trying to do a quick break. They were happy for us to have the ball and come at them. And as I've said previously, when we've come up against teams like this, that's potentially been our downfall when we struggle to break teams down, because we've got so much possession of the ball. They're quite happy to sit back. We're not making space for ourselves, and then the players are not moving, and you're just coming up against a wall of players, and it makes it more difficult for us. In fairness to Motherwell, that's their prerogative. If they're coming to Ibrox, they want to try and snatch a win, snatch a draw. You know, it's up to us to break them down at the end of the day. First half especially, we never played with really any inventiveness. There was no pace, there was no movement. We're again relying on raw skill for the players. There was some really good passes or play, but we're never getting in behind that second bank of 5. And we never put their keeper under really any pressure, apart from in the first couple of minutes where Defoe had a good chance. Motherwell scored on the 6th minute. It was just a piece of sloppy defending, really. Again, it was their first attack and shot. It was poorly defended. It was a long throw into our box, not dealt with. Motherwell regained possession, fed to the right of the box, a simple diagonal cross on the deck from the right hand side to the left, not dealt with, and effectively a tap in at the back. Really poor defending. So many opportunities just to knock the ball away, bluter it away, but we never done so, and we paid the price again. And much like the St Mirren game, it wasn't really even a mistake, it was just poor defending and the lack of wanting to go and attack the ball. That's what we've been good at the first half of this season so far, attacking the ball when it's been in our defensive area. And the last couple of games we've just not done that. The half kind of played out as I just described, pretty much all the possession, just couldn't break them down. Really lack of inventiveness, so pedestrian. That's the way to outfox us a lot of the time, just play like that, and then for the other team's point of view, hopefully get a wee breakaway and get the goal, which is what they did. Then it was up to us to come at them, and Motherwell could sit back even more. At the end of the first half, I had a really bad feeling because it was just turning out to be one of these games, not a lot of clear-cut chances at all. The last few games especially were needing more inventiveness and a wee bit more forward-thinking play from our front line and the attacking midfielders as well. Start of the second half, Kamara came off and Aribo came on for the full second half. We did turn the screw a wee bit more. It was even more pressure from us, but things just weren't happening at all. We made a change on the 61st minute, Arfield off and Hadji on, and certainly he did have a wee bit more joy. He was dragging players out, he was unlocking the defence a wee bit more. 70th minute, Defoe off and Itten came on, and almost instantly after that we ended up getting a goal. 72nd minute, Roof made it 1 each. The cross in from the right from Tavernier, right to the back post. Itten bundles into it, off the Motherwell defender, spills again, and Roof fires the spilled ball high into the back of the net at close range. Great goal. Just a bit of poaching instinct as well from Roof, and delighted from that, and Itten once again making an impact. We kept on pressing on after the goal, and we eventually got the second goal on the 81st minute with Itten scoring. It was a corner in from the right, bounces through the defence into the middle. I think it may have got a flick on, and Itten at the back post heads the bounce ball into the back of the net. Just again, instinctive goal from Itten there. 82nd minute, Kent off and Zungu on, and on the 93rd minute we went 3-1 up with Roof scoring and getting his second. It was good play down the left with Aribo, driving the ball into the box, feeds it to Itten, however the defender gets a foot to it. Aribo very aware and nips zips in, robs the defender off the ball, feeds the ball to Roof in the 6-yard box, who takes a touch and then hits it into the back of net. Just great all-round work there. Aribo, ultimately the architect of that there. Good as well for Roof to get his second. So, scoreline seems a wee bit more comfortable than it really was. Good character in the second half to come back. Frailties defensively, absolutely. We need to be very mindful of that, and there needs to be a wee bit analysis done on that from the management. I think we can't keep giving away these silly goals, because this is the type of game that we would have lost last year. We came close to losing today. Attackers need a wee bit more spark, a wee bit more creativeness as well in there. One thing I will say is that there's going to be a lot of people deleting some tweets off Twitter from what they posted up during the game. Please just leave the hysterics to the other side of Glasgow. Some of the comments were disgraceful, to be honest. They really were. No need for them whatsoever. Yes, see, if we had lost the game today, it would have been another setback. It wouldn't be great, but those who were calling the team bottlers, calling the team this, that and the other, some of it might have been a wee bit jokey. I think a lot of it was a wee bit more meant than being a joke. We're still in the driving seat. We can only throw it away from here. We're a guaranteed 7 points ahead. We're 16 points ahead of Celtic in the league. Yes, there's going to be some games where we might not get the result as much as we want to. There's going to be times in this league where we're still going to drop points. We're going to need to have a reaction after that. Let's just keep the heat, please. There's a lot of football to be played. There's no need for a lot of the comments that I've seen today. I think maybe a lot of people will be deleting tweets, as I said, and looking a wee bit sheepish as well. But we roll on though, because we've got another vital game on Wednesday, the 23rd of December. It's away to St Johnstone in the Premiership as well. I think that's a 6 o'clock kick-off, so a fairly early one there. Another vital game. We need to take heed from the way we came back in this game and get the result as well. So, as I said, Dave and I won't be recording until the 30th, but I'll be back with a post-match pod on Wednesday. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, what we do, you can go to our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com, and there you can click the links and listen to other podcasts. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.